My heart is literally pounding out of my chest right now. I'm about to fall 3 stories off of a ladder.
Nice tight grip, elbows out.
All right.
Look at me.
All right.
Look at me. Look at me.
Last year, I was on a quest to find a job.
Hey, Dad, you're gonna be happy. I've gotten my first job.
And since then, I've been a cannabis sommelier.
You're failing.
I'm terrible at this.
A matchmaker.
Do you have any tips on how I should approach strangers?
Sir, do we have a proposition for you?
A park ranger.
They're attracted to small children making noises, okay?
All right, I have to take the mic back.
And even a zookeeper.
What are we doing here, all right? This is a serious job.
But none of them have exactly panned out. So now, fully equipped with a freshly printed resume, I look to give this job hunting thing another shot. And for my first attempt, I faced one of my wildest gigs yet.
Hello, sir? Johnny Banditos. I'm looking for a job as a cowboy actor.
Really?
I brought my resume here and everything.
Let's see. This is all the skills you got?
It's all of them.
You're hired. Let's go.
That's all I'm asking for. A shot in the Old West. So this is Old Tucson.
Indeed. Old Tucson was first built back in 1939 for a movie called Arizona.
There she is, Tucson.
Since that time, we've made over 400 movies here. John Wayne made 4 movies out here. Clint Eastwood made 2. And this was for the movie Three Amigos.
This is like living history.
It really is.
And to further tap into that history, I'm gonna learn the way of the cowboy and be a part of Old Tucson's signature cowboy showdown, a crowd favorite. But like all jobs, you have to work your way up.
Every good cowboy needs a good horse. To get that horse, you gotta first do a bit of dirty work.
Dirty work. Oh, this is horse. This is considered mucking.
Muck in the stall. Just scoop it up, and in it goes.
I bet John Wayne never had to do this.
Oh, I bet he did. In the early days of the silver screen, a lot of the cowboy actors came from a rodeo background. They took care of their own horses.
Oh!
That's it. Keep it balanced.
Ah! I think I got some of my shoes.
It was bound to happen.
Oh, God, this does not smell very good, Rob. Oh, there's a horseshoe!
Hey, Charlie! Lucky horseshoe. Look at that.
So what does that mean? That means I get to stop doing this now, right?
No, that doesn't mean a damn thing. Keep shoveling. Now, this is Johnny Hotshot, 3-time world champion gunslinger and one-man Wild West show extraordinaire. Johnny here is going to show you the ropes.
You got to be good with a rope. That's the quintessential tool of the cowboy, all right?
All right, I'm calling HR.
I brought you one that you could practice with,
Perfect.
okay? Get that thing into a nice flat loop. There you go. Look at you.
Whoops.
Hold on to it, though.
Hold on. Look at this trick.
Woo! So there's a lot of cracks to a whip. You got that straightforward crack, sidearm crack, right? Try that a couple times.
Ah, I just whipped myself. Ah! That's called the ass crack.
Don't do that one. No, straight up. Oh, look at that.
Is that it?
You're already learning. Good job. This is a Colt 45 single action army. It's about 3 pounds of steel, okay? Hold that thing out and then bring it around in front. There you go. Look at that. Bring that thing right around. Good. Back, forward. You're doing great.
Ah, I'm bleeding.
You are dangerous.
Armed with some new tricks of the trade and some fancy digs, this buckaroo has finally found his true cowpoke character.
Time to get dirty, man.
Oh!
The next punch will be right here to the gut. Jump in the air, come down hard, and like they always say in stunt work, sell it.
With only 30 minutes before showtime, I still have to meet the other cast members, learn more choreography, and
Fall off a 25-foot ladder?
No, you're going to stay on the ladder itself will fall. I assure you it's completely safe as long as you do what I tell you to do.
Famous last words. This is ridiculous.
it's showtime. And true to the rugged theme of Old Tucson, this job has some rough and tough moments.
Am I missing anything?
Some rewarding moments. And well, you can say this type of career path definitely has its ups.
Boom! I got you!
And its downs.
And if there's anything I learned while being on the job, it's that the customer is always right. So, give them what they want.
Here's something to
just killed Johnny Banana!
I've done a lot of crazy stuff, but I've never experienced anything like that.
For the amount of time we had today and the amount of things that he had to learn, he did a great job. And the crowd loved him, and he's got a bunch of new fans after today, so it was a great time.
As the sun sets slowly in the west, we bid you a fond farewell!
After all that, you finally got your steed.
I mean, it doesn't get any more badass than this. The couple of cowboys riding off into the sunset.
That's right. Just like the end of the movies, right?
As the saying goes, you never get a second shot at a first impression. My secret isn't in the sauce, it's in the resume. I am here to prove to myself and to my parents that I could be more than a stay-at-home son. So I am off to Texas to try my hand at bodyguarding.
So most of our attendees are military, ex-law enforcement, but not too many dipshit reality stars.
Well, hello.
Hi, how are you?
You must be Glenn Jones?
I am. How
Johnny
are you?
Bananas? Here's my resume, by the way.
Oh, nice and wrinkled. Wonderful. You have a picture of me on your resume.
Next to the picture, that's my online dating profile picture next to you.
Wow.
So I'm here at TCTA, right?
Correct.
Which stands for?
Texas Certified Training Academy. We train security officers, unarmed, armed, concealed handgun license, bodyguard, executive protection.
If I wanted to channel my inner Kevin Costner and Bodyguard, this was the place to come and you were the guy to talk to.
I am.
And you're ready to die for me?
It's the job. Have a seat wherever you're comfortable. Do you have any questions before we get started?
Yeah, when's recess?
First thing we're going to do is first aid, CPR.
Tongue or no tongue?
You probably don't want to block that airway off, so let's go with no tongue.
So no tongue.
The reason why you need to learn first aid and CPR is that your client may be injured while you're protecting them. Hopefully that never happens, but you definitely need to be able to protect your client and their family.
Don't go towards the light. You're too young to die.
You know the song Staying Alive?
Yes, I do.
Ironically, it's the perfect beat, so just kind of hum the tune Staying Alive to yourself. There you go. Perfect. So we're going to do 30 of those compressions. No, we want to keep going. No, we're not going to the tune. Keep pushing. He's going again. We've lost him.
Weaponless defense, hand to hand. You're going to find out in executive protection that it's not all about your firearm. And in fact, you'll even come across clients who don't want firearms around them. Most of your use of force is going to be hands-on.
And cinch, just like that. You're always going to have your hands up in some position. Not like that, though. No, not like that. This is actually a very protected position that you can do a lot of techniques from.
Okay.
But it doesn't look that way.
Yeah, I didn't hit you that hard. I feel like after today's over, I might need to hire a bodyguard for myself because I feel like I've been getting beat up a little bit here.
I can easily get out of it.
It's been a long day at the office thus far. And if you want to avoid close contact, you can stop an assailant at a distance using one of these bad boys.
Woo! Ooh, that was a rush.
The conductive energy weapon. If both barbs don't connect into the subject, then you're not creating a circuit.
This shot right here would not have subdued my suspect.
Correct.
I was actually aiming for the earlobe.
We have to count that as a fail. Pepper spray.
Hey, buddy,
Spray.
look out! Ah!
When you spray yourself in the face and not the suspect, that's a complete failure at that point.
I feel like the devil pissed in my eyes.
Johnny, you okay?
Oh,
Completely
man.
what we told you not to do in the classroom.
Oh, how long is this gonna burn like this for?
30 minutes.
Ah!
Now that Glenn has taught me some bodyguarding basics, it's time to put those skills to the test with what they call in the industry a mock detail. Glenn has arranged a stand-in VIP for me to protect. Safety is about being protected, while security is about being free from danger. The difference between the two relies solely on the split decisions I'm about to make.
Watch your right side.
Excuse me, sir. I made verbal contact with him just to kind of see like what he was doing, what he was all about. No, I was wondering who your cell phone carrier was.
AT&T.
Okay. And I perceived that there was no threat. It was just the guy walking around looking at his phone. He's reaching for his pocket. I don't like the looks of this. Get back in the car. We're boarding this mission.
He saw a suspicious guy approaching, immediately identified that person, got back in the vehicle and left. And that's what he needs to do, and that's exactly what he did do.
Who's this guy?
Excuse me, sir. You step back now, sir. I got him. The subject is subdued.
His best moment was taking the assailant down to the ground, took appropriate action, and allowed me to get the VIP back in the vehicle and then escort her off the premises safely. That was even fun for me to watch.
It was a pretty adrenaline-filled moment there. I slapped him. You know, I gotta say, I learned an awful lot today about bodyguarding with the pepper spraying myself in the face. I mean, it happens to all of us.
Well, no, just you. You're the first in the history of this entire academy in 10 years.
I think I might leave the bodyguarding up to professionals like you guys.
Okay.
As far as jobs go, I'll take swimming around an aquarium dressed as a mermaid, swimming with sharks, other than getting beat up by guys like Jeff. I'm good on that. Hey, yeah, no, I'm heading in now. Listen, man, the last gig obviously did not work out, but you know, I'm gonna put my best foot forward and I'm gonna dive right in. Wish me luck.
Hey, welcome, Johnny. A little minute late or two, but absolutely fine.
What an office, man.
Welcome to Sea Life, Arizona.
I think you're putting me to work today.
Yeah, I sure am. Today, you're gonna be an aquarist.
So I'm gonna be swimming with sharks.
You will definitely be swimming with sharks. Do you think you're up to that job?
I'm ready to jump in.
The underwater sea life tank can look calm and serene to onlookers, but behind the scenes, this job is quite the contrary.
This is our big ocean tank. It's about 160,000 gallons of water.
I'm not often jealous of what people do for a living, but I gotta say, this is pretty badass.
Aquarists, they're kind of the zookeeper for fish. We take care of the water quality, the animals, as well as the life support.
Hey! Hey!
And right on cue, I'm feeding my first fish friend of the day, Itchy.
She's right behind you.
Whoa! Whoa!
A frisky southern stingray.
So how do I do this?
Yep, so you're just gonna gently put your hand right underneath her nose, okay. And then you can just kind of let it go.
Don't bite my fingers off. I felt that.
She's a good girl.
That is so cool.
Our animals get training and reinforcement. So the biggest example we have is our zebra shark. She actually has this target that we use.
Okay.
If she bumps her nose on it, she'll get reinforced.
Here she comes. Touch it.
Now get it in her mouth, right there.
I fed a shark!
But as it turns out, my journey into underwater careers has just begun and is about to take an enchanting turn.
So I fed stingrays, I swam with sharks. What's next? What's that? I'm taking my lunch break early. I'll see ya.
There are plenty of assignments in this sea, and one of the most unique jobs I've ever seen is of the mythical kind.
Tell me a little bit about what you do here at Sea Life Aquarium.
To be a mermaid, you have to have a number of scuba certifications and a freediving certification so that you're comfortable with large animals. Kids will come to the aquarium to see their favorite mythical creature, and at the same time, they'll be learning about all the wonderful creatures that are also in the exhibit with the mermaid and how you can also help them and protect them.
So, for my next task, I'm losing the wetsuit and doing an official mermaid makeover.
We're gonna start from your head and go all the way down to your tail. We have very special waterproof makeup. Pucker up, Johnny. Oh, beautiful.
Tickles.
Why did the mermaid wear seashells?
I have no idea.
Because B shells were too small and D shells were too big.
That is good.
Are you ready for your very own mermaid tail?
I am ready.
Now, have you ever worn tights before?
Never. Really tight.
Over your banana swim trunks, we're gonna put the monofin inside of your tail.
The monofin. Get in there.
Woo! Let's go! We'll see you up there, Johnny. When you're swimming in an aquarium like this, you want to make really slow, graceful movements because the animals are very used to relaxed movements. You want to move your tail very gracefully.
Underwater life has always been fascinating to me. I literally felt like I was a fish in a massive fish bowl. Gotta say, that was amazing. What a day. I think I actually did the Sea Life Aquarium a disservice today, because from here on out, their sharks and stingrays are never gonna be better fed. I'm missing a finger. I'm gonna need that back. And customers are never going to be able to catch a glimpse of an absolutely stunning sea creature like the one they saw today, and that was me. After the performance I put out there, you might be looking for another pond to swim in pretty soon, okay? Such a beautiful sea creature and specimen. Hang on one second, sorry. Hello? No, I'm not busy. I'm not in the middle of anything. You got a job for me? But you want me to do what?
When you think of scents, fragrances, and aromas, you may think of this.
Unleash your inner unicorn. Delicious. Unicorn black.
What now? Who is it? Hello? I'm at the shoot right now. You said fragrance job. What do you mean this isn't the shoot? Kansas City? For what? But what you may not know is that these odor masking products go through a far less glamorous process before hitting the store shelves. A job that only a few can stomach. Oh my God. Buddy. So to complete my job search, I'm headed to the Center for Sensory Analysis and Consumer Behavior at Kansas State University. The position, odor judge.
And to help guide me through this smelly journey is Dr. Martin Talavera and his assistant, Tyler Murley.
We evaluate products based on the senses. Anything that is going to be related to odor masking, for example, we test it here.
So you smell stuff?
Yes. These are what we call a reference that basically are going to help you identify some of these aromas, but not only that, also what is the intensity of that aroma.
When assessing smells professionally, you have to calibrate your nose, learning the art of the waft on a 15-point scale. 1 is pleasant. Ooh, that's not bad.
So that's actually a reference for musty.
It smells like a hippie. Where 15 is downright putrid. Oh my God. What the is that, dude?
So what do you think it is?
I think you've had this cotton ball trapped in your underwear for the last week and a half, and you just stuck it in this cup before I got in here. But once you have all this dialed in, I might need a bucket. You can move on to a live subject.
You have evaluated some aromas, you have identified some intensities as well. For the real thing, let's do some testing, evaluate some underarms.
I quit. After applying deodorant to only one armpit and getting a little exercise in the field, subjects are primed and ready for evaluation with experienced sensory panelists like Pat and Dr. Bananas.
Let's take this and put it under his arm that he has put the product under. Is it sweaty?
Yes.
Is it pungent?
Uh-huh.
Is it musky?
All of the above. We're gonna go about 13. Not bad, okay? I'm gonna be nice to you, man. We're gonna go about a 7. But when you really want to put a product to the test, Subject 917 is more than happy to help. Coming out already. Sweaty, we're gonna have to be north of 10 on this one, okay? So I'm gonna be about an 11. And my friend, you're pungent, and we're gonna give you a 14 on that one.
So we have our 3 same subjects, and they have exercised, they have treated one food, and you're going to be evaluating the results.
Let's just speak in layman's terms here, okay? Even though me and you are both medical professionals, I'm gonna be smelling their feet.
That's exactly what you will do.
All right. Oh, buddy. Subject 917 had arguably the worst smelling feet I've ever smelled in my entire life. Oh. Cheesy, my friend, you are a bona fide 15. I literally think your foot is made of pure cheese. Sweaty, you're sweating up to your knee. We're gonna go about 13 on that. Come on, Cinderella. Let's get that glass slipper off. Today, I never thought I'd be saying this, but I voluntarily smelled another man's armpits and feet. It was a very traumatic experience. Your foot smells like a petting zoo. Borderline cruel and unusual punishment to my nostrils. Boys, listen, we're all getting mani-pedis after this, okay? Okay. Okay, doctor, the results are in.
The results are in.
So what do we got here?
In general terms, the results show that you need more training.
Now, are you sure the machine that you put my numbers into has been calibrated properly?
It has been calibrated.
Oh, yeah.
That's a problem.
It's all right. It's probably just your nose that isn't quite calibrated.
I will say this, after what I went through today, I have a profound respect for what you guys do. And next time I go to the drugstore, I'm gonna look at all the items on the shelf completely differently. So, doctor, future doctor, it was a pleasure meeting both of you guys, and smell you later.
What a journey. So many jobs, so little time. And since I can't do them all, I think I'll just stick to hosting. See you next week.